Hey, what up? It's your boy Angel. Welcome to Universal Strength, where we transcend today for better tomorrows. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys some of my workout equipment that I've put together. Times are tough. It's really difficult to find workout equipment, and I can see that limiting people in wanting to get back into shape. So, let's take you out. Let's show you some of my workout equipment. By the way, I want to apologize. The camera's going to be a little bit shaky. Not much I'm going to be able to do about that in terms of film quality. I'm going to do my best to make this as pleasing to you as possible. But come along with me as I show you some of my workout equipment that I've put together. So hey, you beautiful people, we're in my backyard. I'm just going to take you guys through some of the workout equipment that I've put together in order to get myself back into shape. So to start, we're going to look at some of the strongman equipment. One of the most simple, most diverse pieces of equipment that you can get for under 80 bucks is a keg. So these here, I believe I got it at most of them I got it at a brewery. One of them I got it at a restaurant. When I got it at a restaurant, I only had to pay the deposit. So I believe I paid $40 for the deposit, and then for the rest of the kegs I paid $80 per keg from a brewery. These things are great, man. You can fill them up, do overhead press, you can do bent over rows, you can do what's called a manly carry, which is just literally picking this thing up and just walking it for a certain distance. Sometimes for speed, sometimes it's so heavy that you can't really run it too far, and you're just trying to hold on to it for as long as possible. Great way to get into shape. And then what we've got over here on the ground, a duck toy. My dog has been out here, as you can tell. So anyway, with this here, what we've got is stones. I carried this one home. Well, I carried this one up a hill. Got it in the back of my van. The big one, it weighs 135 pounds. It was actually an amazing workout. I'm going to be doing future videos working out with stones, just because they're free weight. They're around everywhere down at rivers. It's a great way to work out. But what I did is that I put a pilot hole through them, drilled a hole through them, and then I've attached carabiners with fat anchoring glue. You see? Now the anchoring glue is pretty damn pricey. I've got a video actually on that if you want to check out how I made these. But man, like, this rock was free, and this was $5, and then for a tube of this anchoring glue was $35. But I mean, the sweet thing is I've still got a whole bunch of anchoring glue, so I can make a whole bunch of these. So I mean, you know what, $5, $2, so it's $7 for 135 pounds. I mean, you can't get much cheaper than that. And the same with these stones here. I believe this stone is about 50 pounds or 60 pounds. I can't remember. I'll have to reweigh it. This one I put a little eye hook on just because I wanted to do some grip training with it. Just to hold on to the fingers and squeeze the fingers together. Apologize for the shitty camera filmage. Now if you come over here, say hello to my sweet Foof. Hey Foof, how you doing? Yeah, she's a beautiful dog, isn't she? Alright, we're gonna film over here. So then what I did was I went out and bought myself some 2-inch conduit pipe. I cut it to 7 feet to mimic a barbell, and I've used some trailer hitch straps as anchoring points for it to be able to attach any of my stones to it with jerry clips and chains. It quite literally can't get any more caveman than that. The reason why I've decided to do that is because, well, I mean, go find me some Olympic plates right now for sale that are cheap and affordable. Most of them are A, out of stock, and B, they cost like $2 a pound. So I am paying that ridiculous price, and instead I just did some ingenuity and made no excuses for myself, and just went out and fashioned myself my own barbell. Yeah, so one of the things that you can do is you can make your own dumbbell, and all I did here was just once again a little bit of the plumber's pipe. This is a 2-inch plumber's pipe too, so it's great for grip training. You notice I can't actually wipe. I can't actually wrap my whole hand around this bar, so it's perfect for grip training. But as you can see, I've made it into kind of like a little bit of a kettlebell. And there's so many different workouts that you can do with this. Obviously, like tricep extensions are a little difficult, but what I'm thinking of doing is making a tricep pulley and hooking it up in the tree, and then I'll be able to do that with this. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different pieces of equipment out here, and I'll continue to show you guys everything that I've got going on. Alright, so over here guys, we got some pipe and some chain. Just an easy way to do some chin-ups. In the future, what I'd like to do is attach a piece of chain that goes across with a piece of PVC pipe, or not PVC pipe, sorry, but plumber's pipe that goes across, and then that way it can be like a traditional chin-up bar. And the beautiful thing about this is you can attach it onto anything. That is, whether it doesn't matter how thick or how fat it is, as long as you get those chains on there. Those chains with the jerry clips, because I use these fancy big ones over here, they've got a 200 or a 375 pound weight limit. I don't see myself doing any work at that weight range, so this is just a really cheap way of making your own chin-up bar. I think altogether I spent probably close to $30 and or less, because obviously I haven't got the other PVC pipe, so I wouldn't be able to tell you guys that exact price. But 35 bucks and I can put a chin-up bar anywhere. Doesn't matter. I mean, I could put one right there. I could put one right there. I could put one right there. Any tree, anything, any thickness, doesn't matter. I got a chin-up bar, so that works. All right. Then over here, we've got a tire that's been buried. Got that tire for free, and I found that sledgehammer, so I didn't have to pay for it. It's a 12-pound sledgehammer. Found that guy for free. Once again, if you had to pay for the sledgehammer, it'd be about 35 bucks. And you just beat the crap out of this tire. You know, I find like 2 minutes of just trying to reach 2 minutes while hitting that tire as fast and as hard as I can gives me such a great workout. And I do that for 15 minutes for some high intensity, and it's great. You know, strongman stone, whatever you want to call this, just a general stone that I found, brought it home, and this is what I used to pick up and put down on a repetitive basis, and it is also what goes inside of this tire. And I got this tire for free from Kel Tire, and you know, I put some 2x4s in there so the stones will rest in without falling out, and I just attached some more of those trailer hitches with a 25-foot trailer hitch, and I just pull the tire in many different, there's like 2 or 3 ways you can pull this tire, and I'll show you guys some of those ways in the workout video that I'm about to show you. So yeah, that kind of concludes all of my workout equipment. Once again, there is just absolutely no need to make excuses for yourself. There are so many ways that you can make workout equipment. And you know, if maybe you've never worked out in your entire life and you need to start somewhere, really start somewhere, and all you have is your body, and well, of course you could do you know, push-ups, you can do chin-ups, you can do static isometric holds. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can work out, starting at any fitness level. And of course, I'll showcase some of that in future videos and help you guys get into shape. Help myself get into shape, because as you all know, I'm on this journey with you. I'm almost nearly 30% body fat, and so this is just a perfect opportunity for me to take this unfit body and get it fit. So once again, thanks for joining me today, guys. If you like, and if you get to the end of the video after the workout, be sure to like the video, subscribe, do all those fancy things, make comments down below. It really helps my channel out, and we'll see you guys again.
There is a self-destructive side of yourself. There is a self-destructive side to every single one of us. You can't be here without a shadow. There is no light without shadow. There is no being without shadow. There is no day without night. The self-destructive side of yourself is just as important and intricate to your wholeness as your seemingly more positive or resourceful side. Successful people don't make the right decisions. They make all kinds of bad decisions because successful people have shadows too. The difference between successful people and others is that successful people make their decisions right. And making your decision right begins with taking full responsibility, ownership, and loving your destructive side, your shadow side. Knowing thyself is first, foremost, primary, foundational, and means way more than anything else. When you're ready to be great, greatness shows up in front of your eyes.
Indulge in the pain. Feel the pain. You got a broken ankle, just feel the fucking pain. When you're working out, you just like, you want to die. Feel the death happening in you. Feel the pain happening in your legs as you rep out one more squat. Because it'll be all the more pleasurable when you reach the inevitable other end of the spectrum where you're laying in your hammock, sipping on a protein shake. Boy, I really went hard. I really went hard on that set. I really went hard in that relationship. I really went hard in school. I really went hard in my career. I really went hard in life. Go hard and die hard.
Making the right decision isn't about fixing yourself or remedying the problem. It is about self-acceptance first. When you can fully accept your shadow and all the things in them, they no longer manipulate you from the dark side, from your ignorance, from your unconscious. When I make this decision and I get this result, what is God trying to show me? What is my inner being trying to reveal to me? What part of myself have I denied and now is manipulating me from the underworld? Your shadows, your destructive side, those things that you have shoved down in your deep, dark unconscious, oftentimes contain the greatest gifts you've been given. Love your destructive side. Accept your destructive side. Remember that it is equal in part to your light side, and it will always be there. Now, we live in a world that causes us, forces us, conditions us to look outside ourselves for answers. This is normal and natural based on the conditioning we've received. Meaning that where I stand is never good enough because I need reference for that to be validated. I need, like you say, relationships, friends, family, school, and work. I need other people, other circumstances, other reflections to show me my worth. This is the fall of man. This is where we lose ourselves, and this is where we get knocked off of our ground, my man. It is never our job to get anyone else to believe in, trust, or accept our stance. It's never our job to be right. It is always our job to be true. If those bad memories come and you notice that an anxiety rises in your belly and chest, then the time is now to do something physically to expel it, to exercise it. When you see greatness in anyone, what you're seeing is your own self-power personified right before your eyes. I am you, you are me. Together we rise. It doesn't matter if the world is crumbling down around you. It doesn't matter what's happening. You gotta look outside the box. Where are the warriors that say, I'm gonna make a decision and I'm keeping it? Devotion, discipline. Devote yourself to something bigger. Be decisive about what you're gonna do. Say, I'm gonna do it and that's it. And then be disciplined about getting it done every single day, whether you feel like it or not. You will always be left with what you came here with, which is the passionate blueprint of your authentic self-expression found in your heart, my man. That is the journey. The journey isn't to stack your bank account or to stack toys. That's the lie. That's what we've been fed. That's what we've been told. That is a byproduct of one of two things. Either lying to yourself and lying to the world and sacrificing your soul so that you can have those things, hoping that they will bring you joy and pleasure, or living authentically. And when you live authentically, those things will either be added to you because that's a part of your path, or they won't. And you got to be okay with that. Because if you're focused on the outcome rather than the journey, rather than the art, rather than the self-expression, the poetry, the authoring of your own life, being the authority of your own life, you're going to be living as a shell of yourself. It might be a shiny, flashy, expensive shell, but just a shell, my friend. If you're being yourself and being your truth, you have no desire to push anybody else off of their truth or try to bring them onto your truth with your righteousness.
Every single limitation that you have is designed to make you a bit stronger, either by teaching you how to move over, around, or through a brick wall, or shedding light, becoming enlightened about your shadows. You want to live a big game, you got to figure yourself out. You got to start dealing with yourself objectively. If you know you're fearful, get very clear about what you're fearful about, why you're making choices in your life based on that fear, and then face that fear. You think yourself as a loser. You really do. That's why you can't win. Oh, I don't feel so good today. Get your lazy, sick ass up out of bed.
Take those very things that you've been resisting, look at them, question them, look at them from multiple different angles, and then integrate it into your wisdom, into your being.
So you made your bed, now you gotta sleep in it. Just be okay with that. Take responsibility for that. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Feel empowered by the fact that you are a creator in your life. You're a manifester of circumstances. You did something and you made something happen. Every moment comes with its yin and yang. Every moment comes with its light and dark. Every moment comes with its good and evil. The idea is to be fully present in the moment so that you can experience it all in its rawness, in its intensity, in its purpose. Each moment, its purpose is itself.
We're not needing to do anything more. We're needing to get out of the way and let our truth shine through.
Always go to virtues. Always go to character. Always go to who you're not being or who you're being.
Open up to your intuition, open up to your higher consciousness, open up to your truth, and stop letting fear-based consciousness based on past shit keep you stuck, bro. You gotta breathe. I wanna feel life. That's why I'm not afraid of pain. That's why I'm not afraid to take risks. Not because I'm courageous, but because I'm crazy about life. I love the rain. I love the elements. I love the way it feels in my body, man. When I see people afraid of the rain, I say, boy, you're afraid of life.